Hello everyone and welcome to a Scratch tutorial. We are going to learn a little bit about variables and how they work. Now, variables are essentially an important thing in coding. All it requires is a name and a value. So this could be anything from as simple as score or high score, gravity, velocity in relation to x or y. It could be cat, dog, mouse, anything. Could be life and health. So all it needs to have is a value and a name. So the way we're going to use variables today is we are going to create a simple game that is a cookie clicker. So over here I have Scratch opened up. Now this one is just Scratch version 3.29.1, and this will work well for anybody here that can do so. So the first thing we need to do is create our cookie. So sorry, Scratch Cat, you are gone. So we are going to go over to the bottom right corner here and go to the sprites. Now you can either choose a sprite or you can do what I do and just paint yourself a new one, and that'll bring up the costumes tab. And so next we're going to make our cookie, and we all know that cookies are round, so the easiest way to do that is to have a little circle here. We're going to make our color of our cookie in the fill. I think we have it slightly brownish. When you click to drag your cookie, make sure you hold down the Shift key, and that'll make the cookie nice and round and even. And when you've done that, you can sort of drag this guy around, make sure it's centered, and you'll know it'll do that because it'll kind of snap in place. And there we go, we've got our cookie, and it'll appear on our little stage here, but it's kind of missing something. And I know what you're thinking, we're going to make our cookie have choc chips. So we're going to put in little tiny circles here, and they are going to be our little cookie chips. Now, one thing I should mention is to make sure that your sprite is actually a sprite. We're not drawing on the backdrop here, because the code will be a lot different if we don't. So make sure you rename your sprite here. We're going to rename it and call it Cookie, because that'll make things a bit easier for us if we make sure we name our sprites appropriately. Now that we've done that and we're pretty happy with the way the cookie looks, let's go to the Code tab. Now, I won't go into how all of this works. We might do a introduction video at some point, but all we need right now is we need an event to start everything. So we're going to go over to Events, which is the yellow tab here, and when the flag is clicked. So it's going to say, what are we doing when the flag is clicked? This is where we add in our variables. So we're going to go down here at the bottom where it says Variables, and we are going to create a new variable. Now you can have your variables either for all sprites or for this sprite only. We are going to make it clicks because it is how many clicks we do, and we're going to make it for all sprites. So this means any sprite that will interact with this variable will take its reference from this global variable, as they call it, instead of just a local one to that sprite. Click on OK, and now that'll appear up in the top left corner. If you don't want it to be visible, just go over here to the left where the little blue tick is and click it away. So that can make it hide or come up. Now, the first thing we need to do is make sure that when we click the flag is that we set our clicks to 0. Clicking it and setting it to 0, because we can either set or we can change it or we can show or hide the variable. Next, we go over to make another event, and we want this to change every time we click the sprite. So we have another event here called when this sprite is clicked. And then we can go over here to our variables and change our clicks by 1. And that is pretty much it, guys. You click on the flag, expand the screen, and enjoy your cookie clicker. Just click on the sprite here. If you don't click on the sprite, the clicks don't go up. But if you click on the sprite, there you go. The clicks go up. Look at that. And if we press on the flag again, it goes back to 0. So we've got our lovely little clicker here. Now, that is pretty much as simple as that, guys. We can do a whole lot of other crazy stuff with this, including making shops, putting in animations. Let me know which you want me to put in, and we'll add that into the next video. Thank you very much. Good luck to you all.